Hello, I'm Derek Giant Johnson. I just wanted to say something really important about trans swimmer Leah Thomas. She is definitely, for real, 100% the proof that women's sports are being destroyed by trans women. And that is definitely not just a bunch of bigots whining and crying online and using an example of one person who has won one event in the measly 18 years that trans people have been competing and definitely dominating. It's not like they literally lose 99.9% of the time, and this is a rarity and definitely not the norm. I mean, clearly Leah Thomas was cheating by using the hormones and going through all the NCAA guidelines for trans athletes to compete that are on par with the literal Olympic standard. You know, where trans women historically lose. No, she definitely cheated by following the rules, but it was different because she was a trans, and that's icky according to me. Rando online nobody who throws hissy fits outside of movies that have a gay kiss in them. She definitely won because she had been born with a penis. As we all know, being born with a penis literally makes you a magical super sports soldier. It's the reason I'm literally a champion MMA fighter who has beaten every single woman in an MMA fight, including Ronda Rousey. Oh, it didn't happen on camera and there were no witnesses, and she'll deny it to heaven and claim she doesn't know who I am, but it definitely for real happened, 100% no lie. I mean, sure, trans women have lost in every single event they compete in the Olympics. Sure, it's rare for a trans woman to actually win an Olympic competition. Sure, it's more likely that Leah was just a better swimmer than this one random nobody actually fucking cared about until they could use her to whine and cry. But I mean, that would be ignoring all the expert biologists who are definitely not just transphobic douchebags throwing a hissy fit for something they literally didn't care about until they could use it to be transphobic. Like, protect the flag, 327, and Trump won, MAGA, 89, and my personal favorite, the biggest, smartest expert of all, Ron DeSantis, who ignored his friend grooming someone and tried to distance himself from it for optics, but suddenly cared when he could use it to target LGBTQ plus people. He's definitely not anti-LGBTQ plus. He just cares about the children / women athletes / mistresses he pays to stomp on his balls while probably whining and crying on Facebook when other people do that. And it's totally necessary to just post a bunch of transphobic shit attacking Leah Thomas for how she was born and misgendering her, because that'll help make what's her face feel better. And it'll definitely reverse the win. It isn't just people being assholes because they deserve to get punched in the face multiple times. No siree. It is definitely 1,000% not those things. I hope you picked up on the fact that I'm being sarcastic by now. Like, here's the thing. Many of you didn't give two shits about women athletes until trans women started competing. So don't pretend like you actually give two shits about women's sports now. And yeah, as I said before, this is a bit more of a nuanced and complex situation than people want to make it out to be either side. But like, seriously, she followed all the guidelines. This is actually a rare exception, so I'm pretty sure it's not that Leah Thomas was born a man and thus had some sort of inherited advantage, because women are literally just weak, apparently. But more that she literally was just a more talented swimmer than the runner up, and that all these people are just sore losers looking for an excuse to be transphobic waste piles. And I know I'm gonna get comments crying that I'm being mean. I don't care. Fuck off. You want to prove me? You want to prove you're not transphobic, and that you actually know what the fuck you're talking about? Then actually prove it, instead of just crying in your echo chambers. Well, that's a favorite day. Bye.